The D, man.
Yeah, shout out my nigga from D's Media, you feel me?
Yo, it's your boy D's Media back again with another video. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel on the road to 100K. Today we're going to talk about ADAM22 say that No Jumper is going broke. He about to have to do major layoffs. He facing lawsuits and how pretty much No Jumper is in the red for him. Let's jump straight into it.
No Jumper is going broke. I know that might sound crazy. Between both of our YouTube channels last month, we got over 25 million views. We're doing well on Facebook and Snapchat. We employ quite a few of the hottest content creators on the West Coast, and we pump out an insane amount of content on a weekly basis. How could we be going broke? Well, let's start here. We expanded too much during COVID at just about the exact moment that our revenue streams all took a hit. We hired a whole bunch of editors and other employees, and we bought a huge office building that cost us almost $4 million, thinking that the growth that we were experiencing during the pandemic was going to continue. And unfortunately, that did not happen. Our YouTube numbers, which had doubled or even tripled, gradually returned to normal. Our Snapchat and Facebook numbers, which had exploded during COVID, sometimes even hitting 6 figures a month, shrank by about 80% or more. Our Patreon, which was absolutely killing it for a year or two when we were doing uncensored, aka nude interviews with up-and-coming superstars like Kazumi and Sky Bree, fell off quite a bit with the launch of Plug Talk and a decreased interest in seeing us interview stars. In addition to that, you might recall that the channel took quite a hit when approximately 8 of our hosts left the platform in March of 2023. Although we've definitely largely recovered and managed to build up a very healthy roster of talent since then, that certainly took a toll on our business for a while as well. All that stuff hurt the business, but we were still solidly profitable. That is, until the last few months, where we experienced 2 major L's that we never could have seen coming. First, we lost the No Jumper Instagram. After almost 10 years of building it up and essentially no strikes on our account, we got taken down one day and we still have absolutely no idea why. We've had no luck getting it back despite being in contact with what seems like every Instagram recovery guy on the face of the planet. We were bringing in a very solid amount of cash monthly that was keeping us afloat via selling sponsored posts on the account, and that mostly vanished overnight. And while we've been growing the new No Jumper LA account up ever since and managing to sell sponsored collab posts using my Instagram and the No Jumper LA account, DM or email if interested, we aren't making anywhere near as much from Instagram now. Side note, if you're a Meta rep, please DM me. I would love to speak to anyone who could help with this. And second, in addition to that, we have been hit with a shit lawsuit from a former employee. Now, essentially everything in this lawsuit is completely fictional, and every lawyer that I've spoken to about it has described this as basically an extortion attempt, but it still cost us a ton of money already, and it's expected to cost us many hundreds of thousands of dollars to see this through to completion. It's insane to me that a person that we did so much for can just invent some grievances out of thin air and cost us this much money as a result. This person has literally lost every single friend that he used to have when he worked at No Jumper. His streaming career has completely tanked, and he even got kicked off the podcast that he left No Jumper to start. But somehow, that's our reality, and we have to fight this rather than just give in to this piece of shit. So as a result of all these circumstances, we are making some changes. Over the last few months, we laid off multiple employees in an attempt to reduce our expenses as much as possible. We closed down our store on Melrose, and we're in the early stages of selling our current warehouse and moving into a smaller space. To be honest, aside from the layoffs, which sucked, I'm pretty happy about a lot of these changes. I've realized that I should have paid No Jumper.
From a business perspective, anything you do, you gotta have a gross network and you gotta have a budget, no matter what it is. You gotta know how much you spent and you gotta know how much you bringing in. You know what I'm saying? My personal opinion is I could believe that, he personally probably about to have to lay a lot of people off. You know what I'm saying? You paying too many people to do stuff that you could really do yourself. You know what I'm saying? But the people like the Brick Babies, the Whack 100s, all of them, you might be having to pay them a little bit more, but they the ones that keep a lot of your content going, But I got to keep it a buck with you. What he's saying, it does make sense because, like I say, it's all about profits and losses in any business. It don't matter if you got a media company or you're selling cereal. I personally think that dude just got spooked by the feds. We don't know what the feds told ADAM22. We going off the notion that they came and visit him for a cease and desist letter that Big U sent to him about some Nipsey Hussle allegations with loose cannon. Right, okay, cool. We don't know what the feds told him. That man, I personally think, is running from a RICO enterprise, man. You are paying known gang members and known felons, you know what I'm saying? And on top of that, the stories that y'all telling is now being used as crimes and all of that. And you don't think that that you involved in that in any type of way? Now, he could say that, you know, he did, those is his employees or not. But the fact that they referencing a lot of your interviews and them RICOs and them indictments, that clear as day show, bro, that they had a real extensive conversation with you. And I just think that he learned that he got to get away from them gang members before he lose everything. And I try to tell y'all that from the jump. Y'all got to understand, this is a skateboarding suburban kid. You know what I'm saying? When anything would have went wrong as far as getting arrested or going to jail or anything, he gonna pull that. I just employed them. I don't have no control over what they say. And all them incriminating questions that you ask when you know what's really going on, but now you want to play the card like, oh yeah, I'm not into none of that. Yeah, we're about to lay off this. We're about to sell the building. Come on, man. He's selling the building because everybody know where his studio is at. He's selling his shop. Everybody know where his shop is on Melrose Ave. You know what I'm saying? So the layoffs, you ain't doing nothing but laying off a bunch of gang members that personally you just seen is going to be the result of you losing your company. So just pay attention to everything that he doing. Laying gang members off. He running from that. Selling the building in the store. Cool. Everybody knew where it was at. So I'm not really going for that. No jumper is not profitable at all. Now I can understand you could spend more than you make. I understand that in business. But me personally, no jumper can release one video and in 10 minutes it could do 200,000 views. They doing millions of views daily. No jumper is probably bringing in between $100,000 and $200,000 a month. You get what I'm saying? Easy. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it got nothing to do with the company. I think it got to do with the people that's in the company and that's helping the company, if you understand what I'm saying. I think it's the Brick Baby, the Whack 100, the Loose Cannons, all them gang members. I think he about to start getting rid of all them gang members. You about to start seeing a lot of unknown faces, you know, which I feel like from the jump, you should have did that anyway. You know what I'm saying? But it's your boy D's Media signing out. But your boy ADAM22 say no jumper going broke and that he got to sell it and he got pending lawsuits and all of that. But like I say, that could be a true statement. But me personally, I think that man just got spooked by them feds, and he know for a fact that when in doubt, he played a part in a lot of that social media trolling that was on his podcast. He played a major role in it. And them same podcasts and them same talks that they was having on live stream is being referenced in a federal indictment with rolling 60 gang members. And y'all don't think that that man is spooked? The conversations that people was having on his podcast is being referenced in a federal indictment. And y'all wonder why he's selling all this stuff and trying to downsize. Man, the feds just spooked that man. But ADAM22, that's what you get. You wanted to hire gang members and you wanted to run that type of content. That's what you get, man. I hope a lot of people learn from this. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all.
The D, man. Yeah, shout out my nigga from D's Media. You feel me?